It's happening. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are on the globe, you Chelsea fan, it is happening. Yes, Christopher Nkunku to Bayern Munich and Kichuka. Breaking news. Breaking news. Hey, you are in Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you're highly welcome. This is Salon's blog. Let's get started. Chelsea transfer news. It's heating up. What are we waiting for? Let's get a deal sealed this weekend. Yeah, we need to agree on certain conditions and get those deals signed. Quickly, we understand yesterday Chelsea rejected a bid of 15 million from Dortmund for Kichuka. Yesterday. Now, today as we speak, Dortmund presented a fresh bid for Kichuka. You get me right? The first bid yesterday was rejected. And according to the report we received, Chelsea rejected a loan offer from Borussia Dortmund with an obligation to buy worth in excess of 15 million pounds for Kichuka. Chukwuemeka is keen to return to Dortmund. That was yesterday. But right now, breaking news, the latest news we are receiving, I think Chelsea just need to let him go. Borussia Dortmund have a bid for a loan, or let me put it this way, Dortmund have bid a loan plus 17.2 million obligation. Yes, plus heavy sell-on clause for Kichuka. Now, yesterday it was 15 million. There was no sell-on clause. There was no obligation to buy. Loan to buy, but no obligation. Now, obligation to buy with a heavy sell-on clause for Kichuka. Now, Dortmund have launched a new offer to Chelsea for Kichuka worth 20 million euros. That is about 17.2 million pounds, right? On loan with an obligation to buy. Obligation to buy. Yes. Plus a heavy sell-on clause. When you have obligation to buy and you fail to buy, the loan fee could be doubled. For instance, if Dortmund was loaning a player for 3 million euros or 3 million pounds, and because it's obligation to buy, if you fail to buy the player at the end of the season, you might end up paying double or triple the loan fee. Like we did for Sancho. Chelsea ended up paying 5 million pounds for Sancho because it was an obligation to buy. And the player could not agree on terms with Chelsea. So, ladies and gentlemen, now, in this sense, Dortmund, the player had been on loan with Dortmund last season. Dortmund liked the player. The player also insisted that he will not go to RB Leipzig, that he wants to be with Dortmund. Kichuka make it very clear that he wants to be with Dortmund. So it is up to Chelsea now to agree on terms with Dortmund in order for the player to go. For me, right now, I think Chelsea need to soften their stance and accept the 17.2 million. Yeah. They need to soften their chance. After all, the loan fee definitely will be different. So let's just say the loan is about 3 million pounds. And the Dortmund are covering the player's wages. If you add it up, we have not made any loss. I mean, it's okay. Let the player go. We start afresh. We cannot continue to be dragging these things. And 2 weeks from now, the transfer window will be shut. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my own opinion. And I think Chelsea will accept this deal. Chelsea will accept this deal. Now the next one. Christopher Nkunku has a personal terms agreed with Bayern Munich. Now it depends on if Bayern buy him permanently, because they will. Because if they will, it will be easier for Chelsea to complete Xavi Simons deal. It is funny though that we kept saying this Xavi Simons deal depends on Christopher Nkunku. Because right as we speak, Chelsea is not having issues with PSR. But I think Chelsea are tired that we are getting fed up with too many players on our books on loan. So we really want to make sure we sell most of them. One player that we are not getting any news for is Ben Chilwell. It's a shame that we are not getting any news about Ben Chilwell. Will he just retire? Will Chelsea terminate his contract and pay him the rest of the year? I'm not too sure how many years remain on his contract. How? Chelsea want to get rid of some of these players because at the end of the day, like Ben Chilwell, not being active, playing regularly, will still bring down his low market value. Ladies and gentlemen, so Christopher Nkunku already has a personal terms agreed by Bayern from January. Now it is up to Chelsea to agree. Bayern won a loan. Can we get something like a loan plus obligation again on that aspect? We wait to see what will happen in the coming days. Now, Florian Plettenberg reported this. He said FC Bayern and Chelsea have opened talks over a potential deal for Chelsea's Christopher Nkunku. That is the latest coming on. The clubs are now in direct contact with Nkunku reportedly keen to join Bayern, as reported days ago. Chelsea are pushing for a permanent sale, while Bayern are considering a loan. No agreement has been finalized yet, but Max Albert is now taking the negotiations seriously. Loan, Bayern and loan. Bayern is a big club, and the player came from Bayern from Bundesliga. He will still do well in Bundesliga. My take: Bayern will get the player. Bayern will get him. Yes, that's my take. Bayern will get him. Now, quickly, it is hot in the afternoon, and I'll not be taking much of your time. Quickly, what other news do I have for you? Yes, my understanding right now is that the plan has been Nkunku going to Bayern Munich and Xavi coming to Chelsea, but we understand Ganacho deal is imminent. That we all know. Ganacho deal to Chelsea is imminent. That we all know. And we also understand Chelsea has made a £35 million offer as we speak to Manchester United for Ganacho. Quickly, before I go to let me go here first. Let me conclude here. Chelsea head coach Enzo Mareska, speaking at the presser this morning, made mention of Levi Colwill and the central defender issue, which I understand that he really wants a new central defender. But the question is it really necessary? Is it really necessary? Because from his own words, there is Tosin that can cover up. Beside Tosin, there are other defenders. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think what I'm saying it's not right, let me know. On your screen, Chelsea central defenders, Tosin Adebayo, Bernard Badeshele, Jorel Hato, Trevor Chalobah, Wesley Fofana, Aaron Alcimeno, George Achampong, then the one that got injured, Levi Colwill. Benoit has recovered. He's coming back, according to the coach himself. Tosin is fit. Jorel Hato is new. Trevor Chalobah is fit. Wesley Fofana is likely even to play on Sunday. Aaron Alcimeno is fit. Is it that the coach doesn't have trust in George Achampong, doesn't have trust in all these players? He says that we like to build from the back through the middle, and that is being perfectly executed by Levi Colwill. The next to do that, who can actually do that again, is Tosin. Now, does it mean the rest of this, Alcimeno, George Achampong, Jorel Hato that we just signed, we cannot get him to do the same thing, and that is why we need to go in for another central defender? How many are there right now? 8. 8. Fofana is back, so 8. And Lever is the only one injured right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm leaving that for you. Let me hear from you guys in the comment section. Now, quickly. I predicted yesterday Chelsea will be first on the league table and will carry the league. I've seen a lot of predictions still coming on. And let me remind you, predictions are not prophecies. Predictions are not prophecies. I've seen many other predictions. And more people are still predicting. Majority of the predictions, people are placing Chelsea on 4th and 5th. No one is giving Chelsea 2nd, 3rd. First, I think I've seen only one person who I saw predicting Chelsea 1st position. Was it only me? I think I saw somewhere else. But you see, I'm very confident that Chelsea can carry the title. Now, Opta predicted. Opta supercomputer is back and has predicted the 2025-2026 Premier League table. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what Opta has predicted. Liverpool 1st, Arsenal 2nd, Man City 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Newcastle 5th, Aston Villa 6th, Crystal Palace 7th, Brighton 8th, Bournemouth 9th, Nottingham Forest 10th, Brentford 11th, Manchester United 12th, Everton, Spurs, even Spurs now 14th, West Ham 16th, Wolves, Burnley, Leeds, and Sunderland relegated. For me, this Opta, that computer needs to be shut down. Somebody should help me to shut down that computer. I still insist. Chelsea 1st, Man City 2nd, 3rd and 4th between Liverpool and Arsenal. In fact, I see Arsenal 3rd, Liverpool 4th. I'll see you guys all in the next one you see me. Shalom and peace.